You'd be hard-pressed to find many movies more universally beloved than 1985's Back to the Future. Marty McFly's journey back to 1955 and his adventures alongside Doc Brown were full of great comedy, featured a surprisingly compelling look at the mechanics of time travel, and led to a full-on franchise with 3 movies, a short-lived animated series, a handful of comic books, and even provided the inspiration for Adult Swim's multiversally popular Rick and Morty. In short, audiences loved it, so it's kind of understandable that nobody ever really talks about the most messed up part of the movie. No, not the romance between Marty and his mom. Everyone talks about that. We're talking about the inexplicable twist to the future that we see once Marty heads back home to good old 1985. For the most part, the all-new timeline is like a dream come true for the McFly family. Sure, the local mall is missing one of its signature pine trees, but the McFlys are rich, and Marty's dad is no longer the anxious loser that he was before. In fact, he's a successful sci-fi writer who apparently mashed up 2 of the most successful franchises in history when his son unwittingly inspired him to create
My name is Darth Vader. I am an extraterrestrial from the planet Vulcan.
But there's one thing about the McFly family that defies all explanation. Biff Tannen is still hanging around as an employee of the family. Biff, as you might recall, is basically the Antichrist. He's pure evil and responsible for virtually everything bad that happens throughout the film, including bullying George, trying to run down Marty with his car, and even attempting to assault Lorraine. And that's just in one movie. If you include the bad timeline of the sequel, where he straight up murders George and forces Lorraine into an abusive marriage, he's actually even worse. And yet, when we see the improved timeline that Marty creates at the end of Back to the Future, a timeline in which Biff still attempted that assault on Lorraine at the dance, Biff's not in jail or run out of Hill Valley. He's right there at Marty's house, still groveling at George McFly's feet 30 years after being floored by a single punch. It makes sense that the improved version of George would want to humiliate Biff in revenge for tormenting him all through high school. But the guy's rich. He could afford literally anyone else to do the job of waxing Marty's car, and not keep the man who attacked his wife around for laughs. As a movie, Back to the Future is still basically perfect, but it's definitely strange to hear George cheerfully talking about Biff at the end.
Yeah, Biff, what a character. Always trying to get away with something.
No kidding, George. Thanks for watching. Click the grunge icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.